Dear students, now we are going to discuss processing of hnRNA or simply conversion of hnRNA into mRNA. As hnRNA is having introns, non-coding sequences, intervening sequences, they must be eliminated. Along with that, some additional processing is required. So simply tailoring of hnRNA into mRNA, resizing of mRNA into hnRNA into mRNA, or processing. What are the additional requirements? So processing of simply this is nothing but a conversion of a hnRNA into mRNA. This is a primary transcript, not suitable for translation. So this is a hnRNA. Five, 3. Okay, so exon E I'm taking, intron, exon, intron part, exon part. So intervening sequences, right? So this is a monocistron. That monocistron was a split 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%. In between two successive 25% segments of a cistron, non-coding zone is present. That is not required. So what about the first step? First step is capping. What is capping? So capping means addition of 7-methyl guanosine triphosphate. 7-methyl addition of 7-methyl GTP. This is abnormal one. How many added? Only one molecule. Add one molecule only. Addition of 7-methyl guanosine triphosphate towards upstream of hnRNA. How many GTP molecules? Only one. What type? 7-methyl GTP. Purpose. What is the purpose of addition of that one? For example, it's a capping, GTP. What is the purpose of this cap? Providing protection to this tip from desiccation or drying simply. Okay. So here, what is the purpose of this cap? At the time of establishment of or association of ATS ribosome, this is cap part. So ribosome is making contact with the mRNA. So at the time of establishment, some interaction is taking place between the tip part and the ribosome. So definitely some part of ribosome is able to damage this part. So that's why cap is present. So cap is providing, facilitating successful establishment of ATS ribosome onto the mRNA. So definitely at the time of attachment of two things, some rubbing or some interaction is taking place that is able to damage the tip part. So that's why cap is required. So capping. So first event completed. So after completion of first event, GTP added 7-methyl guanosine triphosphate, remaining as it is. intron part, exon part, and continue it like that. Intron, intron, intron. So this one is exon part, exon, exon. Fifth end, upstream and downstream. So capping completed. Next, second event is tailing, tail part. So what is a tailing? Addition of tailing includes addition of 200 to 300 ATP molecules, normal type only, to the third end. Okay, so not according to template. Addition of GTP, template independent. Template independent. Remaining part is according to template. This template dependent, template independent is very, very important. So cap, template synthesis or formation or polymerization. It is a template independent. Not according to nucleotide sequence present on the template DNA strand. Template independent. So tailing also template template independent manner. So purpose of tailing. What is the purpose of tailing? For example, this is a eukaryotic nucleus, nuclear envelope. These are the nuclear pores. Nuclear pores. So at the time of transportation of mRNA, the direction of transportation of mRNA is with the help of a third end. So at the time of movement of mRNA through the nuclear pore, what about this end making contact with the nuclear envelope and some other materials? So that tailing is a tail part is able to provide a protection against that tip part from damages caused during transportation. That is the purpose of tailing. So after completion of tailing, GTP, exon part, intron part, intron, intron. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And towards third end, ATP, many ATP molecules. Third end. So this part is poly A polyadenylation. Polyadenylation means addition of adenylate acid, addition of ATP molecules. So this is a homopolymer or not? Many ATP molecules are present. This region is a homopolymer. Homopolymer, ATP. Remaining is a hetero. This region is a hetero. So tailing completed. And the last step, this is poly-A-tail. Template independent. Remember that one. Now, third event, splicing. For splicing, snRNA plus proteins required. Certain number of proteins. Small nuclear RNA. This is a spliceosome. SNR, small nuclear ribosomal RNA. SN, SNRP. SNURP, SNRP. SNURP, small nuclear ribosomal RNA plus protein. SNRP. This SNRP or spliceosome is able to cut introns. What is the purpose of a spliceosome? Elimination of introns. GTP as is. Exon, 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 exon. And ATP, simple entering A. So intron removed. Certain number of introns. So what about the purpose of spliceosome? Cutting of introns. What are the introns? Non-coding regions. Okay. The function of intron is enigmatic. So far we don't know, but it is there. If it is there means definitely some function is there. So far we didn't identify what is the real function of intron. The research work is going on. What about the significance of intron? If it is out of use, that should be eliminated from the DNA molecule according to evolution. But it was not eliminated. It is still retained there. Means some role is there. Some function is there. What is that? That is a enigmatic, unknown one. Research work is going on. The given statement in your textbook. Intron is oldest part, reminiscent of antiquity, reminiscent, the given word reminiscent, reminder, migilipoyindi, retained, reminiscent of antiquity, oldest part retained in the DNA. So if it is retained, definitely some function is present, but we don't know what is that function. Okay, so intron is antiquity, oldest part, reminiscent, reminder, migilipoyindi, reminiscent of antiquity, oldest part present in the oldest region, present in the DNA of a nucleus, reminiscent of antiquity, ancient character, oldest character, still it is rated. Now the research work is going on. What about the importance of intron? And what about the role of RNA also? Reason here, processing of transcription, processing of so-called one depends on a number of RNA molecules. Now research work is going on. What about the importance of RNA molecule? What is the role of RNA molecule? Okay. So now introns eliminated. Next. Fourth event, ligation. Ligation. So ligation means joining of exon, 25, 25, 25, 25. If all these are ligated, we will get one cistron. Here enzyme required is RNA ligase is required. The purpose of RNA ligase is establishment of ester bond. Ester bond, ester bond, ester bond. One ester bond, one ester bond, one ester bond. At the time of elimination of each and every intron, one intron, two ester bonds, one intron, two ester bonds, one intron, two ester bonds, one intron, two ester bonds. But at the time of joining of two nucleotides, last nucleotide of this one, first nucleotide of this one, what about the number of ester bonds required? One. One ester bond, one ester bond, one ester bond. So ligation completed. Okay. So after formation of ester bonds, now the mRNA is a complete mRNA. Okay, so in that complete mRNA molecule, what are the zones present in that complete mRNA molecule? So this part is very, very important. This is a well processed mRNA. What are the zones present in this one is very, very important. After ligation, only GTP added, ATP added, remaining are already there. 5, and this is a GTP molecule. Next one, already UTR, untranslated region present. UTR region, untranslated. Here codons are present, many codons are present. We'll see what are the codons. Here I'm writing codon. What are the types of codons? We'll see codon, codon. Many codons are present. We'll see what are those codons later, not now. GTP, memorization. UTR, untranslated region. We'll see what about the importance of UTR at the time of translation, not now. Next, UTR, poly A tail. Third end. Okay, right? So this part from here to here, template dependent. From here to there, UTR to UTR. Simply except GTP and ATP molecules, except GTP and ATP, capping and tailing, capping and tailing. Remaining zones, remaining areas are template dependent. So take this one as template independent. So template dependent, template dependent. And what about this one? Template independent, template independent. And this one, template independent. So already I wrote you here on the board. Template independent, template independent. Listen carefully. Capping, template independent. Template independent means not according to nucleotides present on template. Okay. Next, capping also, template independent, not according to nucleotides present on template strand. So if they question you on the mRNA, what are the zones which are template dependent, template independent? Except cap part, tail part, remaining all are template dependent, template dependent. Template dependent means according to the complementary nucleotides present on template strand. A is complementary to, T is complementary to, G is complementary. That is according to complementary. Okay. So except cap part and tail part, remaining all are according to nucleotide sequence present on template strand of the DNA molecule. But what about cap and tail, capping and tailing, cap, tail, template independent, not according to sequence present on template strand of the DNA molecule from which so-called mRNA is produced. So that template independent, template dependent is very, very important. And we will see what about UTR regions later. UTR is nothing but an untranslated region. During translation, they are not translated. We'll see what is translation later. So this is about transcription of mRNA from the DNA molecule present within the nucleus. That leads to what formation of hnRNA. That hnRNA is converted into mRNA. So hnRNA is a primary transcript not suitable for translation. Which one is suitable? Well processed, mature mRNA. So simply cloth, 2-meter cloth, tailored according to body dimensions. Cloth, not suitable for wearing. Of course, we can cover it. That is different case. So cloth and shirt. Cloth, shirt. Cloth will be tailored according to the dimensions of the body. So like that, cloth is not suitable for wearing. For example, it is not well processed. What is that processing? Cutting, stitching, buttons, so-called things. Is it clear or not? So here processing is required. So hnRNA must be converted into mRNA. This mRNA is suitable for translation. Whereas in prokaryotes, chloroplast and mitochondria, no capping, no tailing, no splicing, directly translation possible. So that is like a ready-made shirt. Okay, so processing is not required. So that's why in most of the cases in prokaryotes, transcription, translation are coupled reactions. Processing is not required. Okay, so that is about a mechanism of transcription. Here the question is, what is codon, 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 codon? Okay, so we have to know what is that codon. Codons are present on mRNA molecule of all organisms, both prokaryotes and eukaryotes, chloroplast and mitochondria also. So now what about codon dictionary? Codons present on mRNA molecule. Not only the mRNA of this one, eukaryotic nucleus. On all mRNAs, mRNA of prokaryotes and eukaryotes, genetic code is present. What is that code? We will see that one in the next video, next class. Okay, bye. See you, my dear students. We'll meet in the next class.